All right, welcome to my favorite part of the show, Hidden Gems. If you don't know what Hidden Gems is where I take an artist or a musician and we kind of highlight their contribution to whatever song I decide to highlight. And we break down the genius of that person that made that song, what that song is. So today on Hidden Gem, we're going to cover the work of Eddie Hazel. Now, you might not know who Eddie Hazel is by name, but I guarantee you if I play this song here, you'll know who he is, or you'll get an idea. So check this out. Smoking on. Smoking on. Yes, sir. That whole sample is Eddie Hazel. Well, Funkadelic to be exact, but Eddie Hazel made that song what that song was now, or is, shall I say, right? So the rap song's dope, but the original is really dope. So let me give y'all a little playing so you can see how that thing came about and how they flipped the words or whatever, because the song is called I'll Stay. Crucial Conflict says, hey, so this is the original. Dope, right? All right, so let's get into it. So Edward Earl Hazel, or Eddie Hazel as he will be soon known to the world, was born April 10, 1950 in Brooklyn, New York. Now, Hazel grew up in Plainfield, New Jersey because his mom wanted her son to grow up in an environment without, the persuasion of drugs and crime that she felt like, New York City had to offer for her son. So she uprooted him. They moved to Plainfield, New Jersey. Now, while he was in New Jersey as a youth, he occupied himself playing guitar. Now, this guitar was given to him as a Christmas present by his older brother. Eddie Hazel also sung in the choir. Now, at the age of 12, Eddie Hazel runs into Billy Bass Nelson. Now, that's another person too. We're gonna get into that, and we're gonna pair them two in a minute. But anyway, they quickly became really, really close friends and started performing together. And they had a drummer. The drummer name was Harvey McGee, and they kind of had their little thing going on. Now, check this out. In 1969, the Parliaments, all right, see how I'm finna link this? The Parliaments were a Plainfield-based doo-wop group or band, right, headed by some guy you may have heard, George Clinton. They had a hit record, I Want to Testify. So let's check a little bit of this vintage Parliament joint out.
Friends, inquisitive friends are asking me what from over me. A chain, why there's been a chain, and it's oh so plain to see. Love just walking on me, and it's taking me by surprise. Happiness around me, you can dig it in my eyes. Now it's just couldn't a while ago. My life was incomplete. Down so doggone low, had to look up at my feet. Hey, y'all sing. I just got to testify. Everybody.
Now you see that's Eddie all on the lead guitar and whatnot. Now check this out. So now initially, Eddie's mom did not want her at the time 17-year-old son running around with George Clinton. Could you blame her? I mean, George was a wild boy, But eventually she gave in and was convinced to let him join the group. And as they say, the rest is history. I want y'all to check this little old school footage out of this song. It's an early Funkadelic song before Knee Deep and all this other stuff. But it's called I Got a Thing. I really love this song. It's funky. I mean, it's like really funky. And the dude or the guy in the blue Ku Klux Klan outfit, I mean, just kills me. You got a young Eddie on lead. You got George Clinton, Bernie Worrell, and Billy Bass Nelson is playing bass on this. So, man, check this out. This is so dope. All right, so now 4 years after that performance, or the performance you just saw, Maggot Brain was released. Now, Maggot Brain is held to be one of the top guitar solos of all time, and here's the rumor. The rumor is that George Clinton had called, Eddie Hazel into the studio, and he surrounded him with a bunch of amplifiers. And he told him just to play, like somebody had told him that his mom died, then play the second half of it like they was mistaken that she was alive. This is a 10-minute performance, right? This performance solidified him to be a force reckoned with. I mean, amongst the guitar gods, drawing comparisons to like Hendrix, who is my -- favorite guitar player of all time, right? But it's one of the greatest guitar solos ever. I don't think Eddie gets his due, but I want y'all to just check out a little bit of this performance. Now, initially, when I was doing the hidden gems, I'm always trying to think of a song or, something that would be impactful. And Maggot Brain surely is one, right? But Eddie has played on a whole bunch of stuff. But, anyway, I decided to go a different route. I want to turn your attention to this album here, right? You see that? It's Axiom Funk. This album was released in '95, and it's said to be one of the last recordings of Eddie Hazel's before his death in '92. Produced by Bill Laswell, a bass player and studio producer, this album features a lot of songs cut by Bootsy Collins, George Clinton, and Bernie Worrell, right? Just to name a few. And it is considered to be the last Parliament album ever released, from my understanding. So check this out. The name of it is Funkachromie or something. I can't even pronounce it. But what it means is the death of funk, right? So without any further ado, I present to you Pray for My Soul. You got Eddie Hazel on lead guitar. You got Bernie Worrell on organ. Check it out. Really have to put your headphones on and zone out to this one. It's that deep. absolutely incredible. Bernie Worrell was working that organ out. I mean, listen, I would suggest that you go back and listen to this song with your headphones on. I swear it'll take you somewhere. Um, but that's Hidden Gems. That was our featured artist, Eddie Hazel, my number 2 favorite guitarist of all time. It's been said that there is an album of him doing Jimi Hendrix covers. I would love to get a hold of that. Maybe I'll come back and present that to y'all, but I got to get it on vinyl. So, yeah, join me next week. We'll pick another artist. We'll pick a musician. We'll learn something about them. We'll vibe out, play their stuff. All right? Check me out next week. Hidden Gem.